Get up, stretch, walk, get you some steps in, man. Whether you walk around your front yard or your backyard, get you some steps in. Movement is a natural medication for the body. Alright? It's natural medicine. You don't have to pay for that. You don't need no insurance for that. You don't have to call, get a prescription, none of that stuff. All you have to do is get up and get active. But anyway, man, today's topic, man, we got to stop being so soft on these kids, man. And I ain't gonna lie, I was influenced by the outside, being soft on these kids, man. These kids think that we weak. This generation of children, man, they're a different kind of breed. They think they so smart. And I'm not talking about in a good way. They so manipulative. They think they running the show. They try to make you feel like you the wrong one because you getting on them about handling their business in school, by doing what they supposed to do, or just having responsibilities, getting up every day, making sure they room clean, making sure the restroom clean, making sure they cleaning the kitchen, making sure they getting their little brothers, little sisters together, making sure they get themselves together. They go to acting like you the one that's wrong. And you know what? That comes from the outside world that made these kids soft. Got these kids thinking they're running the show. People say, oh, I used to be real rough on them. They always used to get on me. Oh, man, stop being so tough. Stop being so tough all the time. And at first, I was like, man, I don't want to hear that. But then, eventually it got to me to where I started easing up some. Easing up. Letting them get a few inches here and there. Let them get a few inches here and there. And the true saying, you give a person an inch, they take a what? A yard. And that's facts. So we got to stop, man. We got to really keep putting that pressure on these kids, man, and keep pushing them forward. When I was growing up, it was 10, 15, 20, 30 people on my helmet. If my grandmama couldn't get to me, my uncle gonna get to me. If my uncle don't get to me, my auntie gonna get to me. If my auntie don't get to me, one of my big cousins gonna get to me. Somebody gonna get to me. Whether somebody at the school is a teacher, somebody gonna be on me about something. That's why I'm able to move the way I move now and carry myself in this form and fashion, because somebody got on me. Somebody stayed on my helmet until it was dirty. They wouldn't get off me. They held me down with straight, constant, letting me know what I'm supposed to do every day. Every day. It didn't care how I felt about it. They didn't care about hurting my feelings. They didn't care about none of that. You cannot care about these kids' feelings because they're going to take advantage of you. They don't pay no bills in the house. They don't own no cars in the yard. They don't put no gas in the yard, in the cars. They don't do nothing for them to feel like they have a voice in your household. They don't do nothing. They are not a provider. They are consumers. Understand what I just said? They are not providers. They are consumers. The consumer don't get to tell the provider what to do. They fall back. And we give them what we need to give them. If not, you're going to raise a weak, soft-hearted, individual human being when they get to being grown. They're never going to be able to carry themselves to the utmost. Because they can't do it because we didn't allow them to do it when they was younger. We got to stay on their helmet, y'all. Constantly talk to these children. Constantly be in their ear. Constantly be in their face until they tired of hearing. Until they tired. I don't care. I put my forehead to their forehead and I'm going to talk till I run out of breath. And that's just facts. We got to stay on their helmet, y'all. We can't allow them to feel like they're the leaders because they're not the leaders. You got to run your household. And even if it's not just your children, nieces, nephews, cousins, anybody that's younger than you, anybody who feel like they're running the show, you got to constantly stay on their helmet. Don't give them a chance to feel like they can run the show because they're not running the show. They can run the show on their own house. They can run the show in their own life. As long as they're under 18, they sitting up under your roof, you run the show. Period. They don't have no room. No room for error. We got to put our foot down and stand tall and let them know that they're not running the show. You got to always do that. So what if you hurt their feelings? Hurt them to the motherfuckers break like glass. Hurt their feelings. They be all right. Gotta constantly keep putting it down on them, man, because they living their life as if they on top of the world. See, that's what happened when you spoil these kids. We think we give them everything that we never had growing up, that we doing them a justice. And we're not. The only thing we need to provide for them is food, lights, water, gas to get to school, period. All the extra stuff, video games and tennis shoes, all the stuff that they like, and special this kind of shirt and these kind of jeans or these kind of hats and all this. We around here running store to store for these kids? Nah. That's coming to an end. We got to stay on their helmet. They be all right. You give a child meager accommodations, I promise you they'll get in line. Get them meager accommodations. I promise you they'll get in line. Sitting here allowing these kids to run the show like they can run something. They not running nothing. We ain't gonna allow them to run nothing. Period. Y'all keep doing what y'all doing, man, and stay focused on y'all grind, man. I just had to bring that to y'all right fast. I'm dropping Quick off to school right now, and he's shaking my camera. But y'all stand tall through it all. And remember what I told you in the beginning of this video. Movement is natural medication for the body, all right? Slick 100 out.